It's February 2nd at the time of recording, and so far in 2026, I've turned over 10,354 Canadian dollars, with last week especially being like 90% of that. If I switch this to the last 7 days, you can see we did 4.8 grand. If I switch this to the last 28 days, you can see we did about 9.4 grand. This is in Canadian dollars, as you can see, because I'm fucking Canadian, if you didn't know. And the most important part is that we actually didn't upload for the past 7 days by now. So all of this revenue that you see right over here, 316, 480, 957, 1046, 892, 1146, and 483 was 100% profit into my personal checkings account. And I'm going to spend and blow all that cash on another Rolex. Why? Because I can. This video is going to be about how you actually find the right niche that can potentially garner you 5-figure months, how to build a team that can generate you 5-figure months, and also how to post consistently that can give you the highest profit margins while consistently maintaining a super good income. And you can literally see, like, my channel is kind of cooked right over here. We were hitting $200 days, $300 days on the good days, and then like $50 days on the bad days. So my bad days are not even that bad. The most important thing comes down to the niche. So I'm going to jump on Incognito and show you the exact process for that. Now, there's so many niches that you can choose from, and I'm sure you've probably found so many gurus that talk about the best niche to get into. So it's all about, honestly, what you want to make. Genuinely, if you want to make 5 grand a month, do you know what niche you should get into? Probably the tutorial evergreen niche or some sort of evergreen niche. Because 5 grand a month is capable, it's very consistent, it's very easy, and it takes a little bit of time. It's not going to be fast. And if you want to make 50 grand a month, your entire routes and strategy will alter. You're not going to make 50 grand a month with an evergreen channel. You will make 50 grand a month with an super advanced high explainer faceless channel. Whether that be a celebrity news niche, whether that be the streamers niche, whether that be the crime niche, whether that be the lawyers niche, whether that be the compilations fighter niche, whether that be any niche, okay? You have to find a specific strategy that mathematically makes sense to hit your goals. And no guru talks about this. They all tell you to pick this niche, pick this niche. It depends on what your goal is. So let's just say your goal is to copy me, make 10 grand per month. That means as a brand new competitor channel that is just recently getting into the industry in 2026, and you're going to be competing against other competitor channels as well as whales, which is industry leaders, there has to be enough of a market cap that allows brand new channels to still have a high likelihood to do well and garner mass millions of views to then turn over tens of thousands of dollars in profit. Does that really make sense to you? Because if that doesn't make sense to you, you have no hope of making YouTube automation work. And I don't even want to work with you then if that's the case. But if you do understand this specific pattern, that the market cap in the industry that you choose has the capability, then saturation gets neglected, because saturation is not real if the market has enough demand for it. Saturation is merely a game of competence. And when you can become competent in the industry, saturation does not apply. Does that make sense to you? Now that I've given you this framework to understand, you can see that I've trained my feed on this page to only recommend the best niches are super viral on small channels. What is something that you'll notice? I'll make my flawless, majestic face a little bit smaller. This channel with a 13-day-old YouTube channel that is brand new, got 500,000 views, and the channel has 2,000 subscribers. This is how you find gaps in the market and exploit this gap in the market by putting yourself into it, and thus getting an unfair advantage to garner mass millions of views. So, again, small channels that are posting recently is the perfect gap in the market. This is a good green flag. What do I see here? 10 days ago, even more new. Not as many views though, and the channel is bigger. So out of this channel versus this channel is better. This one, 900,000 views. So 1 million views in 4 days. This is the most brand new one, 4,000 subscribers. So this channel is so fucking small, not as small as this one, but 4,000 subscribers. I guarantee you all the subscribers grew to this number because of this one video that blew up. Lawyer volunteers on the spot. Judge Fleischer throws out case. What I'm gonna do, and I noticed that this is a 3-minute video. So yeah, the RPM might be $2, the RPM might be $3, but a 3-minute video that probably took him $5 to produce or $10 to produce gave him a 99% profit margin on this video, assuming it has a $2 RPM. He made $1,800 to $2,000 potentially. And if you spent $10 on this video, it's GG's. This might be the niche I'm going to pick because it just appeared randomly on my For You page. So what is this? This is a 3-minute video. I'm going to watch 5 seconds of it to analyze how they actually built this. Okay, 6 seconds in, I didn't understand shit. This looks super boring. It looks like it's attracted towards boomers. And that's a good thing because boomers gives you a high RPM. Your RPM, which is how much dollars you make for every 1,000 views, is dictated off of how old and how rich your audience is. And naturally, the older someone is, the more money they have. So seniors will give you a higher RPM. So this is actually a very, very good niche. What I'm going to do, because I found this niche as an example, is that I'm going to subscribe to it and then try to train my feed to feed me more channels in this niche with this size, with this virality rate. What's that going to do then for me is when I start binging this channel, I'm training my entire YouTube feed to give me more. And when you get more data, you get more proof of concept and more competitor channel research in, you will understand patterns and formats in the market that you have chosen that repeatedly goes viral. Virality is simply a scientific-based measurement on proven formats that spikes a specific curiosity or psychological trait in the viewer's mind, which builds enough intrigue and reasoning for them to get the click. And once they get the click, once you hook them in, it's game over. So let's analyze all their videos. Make my face smaller again. And you can see this video is not doing too good, this video is not doing too good, this video is not doing too good, this one phenomenal. And what I see here, this is so interesting. Another video that did pretty good. Let's sort this channel by the most popular. They have 1 video, 2 videos, 3 videos, and 4 videos. So 4 videos that are outliers. One of them was 4 days ago. One of them was 1 month ago. 2 of them were 2 weeks ago. So it seems like with how much content that they're posting, let's see how much content they're posting every single month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 videos. If 4 out of 24 videos are outliers and they go viral, let's do the math. 24 over 4. That means 1 in 6 videos. 1 in 6 videos will go super viral. There we go. And if you can do the math on that, if your average video out of 6 posts will become, let's just say, 100,000 views or 200,000 views, you make $400 to $500 considering that these videos are like kind of short. It's a pretty solid niche for sure. But how can we increase from 1 in 6 videos to blow up to 1 in 3 videos that blow up, to 1 in 2 videos that blow up, to then eventually every single video blows up? It is from, again, doing and rinsing and repeating what works until it becomes a standard that is set in your channel and it just completely takes over the industry, or you rinse and repeat until it stops working. Either way works, but I noticed a pattern immediately. They have yellow captions at the top, and then they have 2 people or 3 people in majority of their most popular thumbnails, and then they have like a face that's super intriguing with a wow shock face, right? This has a wow shock face. This is a wow shock face. This is a laughing face, but there's a black kid, a YN. Maybe that's why the video did so good. And that's the pattern. So if the pattern is this, when I design my thumbnails and I DM my thumbnail designer, I'd be like, dude, I want you to make the background of the thumbnail blue, exactly like this baby blue color. I want you to then take a shocked face from stock images. I'll literally go to here. Google images shock face. Or if you could find a screenshot of the footage that you have acquired, and then find a shock face of that person in your footage. That would work even better because it's the same character and they would align. But take something like this, attach it to your thumbnail, and you'd be golden. The most important thing, what 99% of people don't understand, is that your thumbnail and your title does basically the heavy lifting. That is how you get a video from no views to 100,000 views. The thumbnail and title is what sets the standard. Now, obviously, your video still matters, but not nearly as much as you think. Because when I watched this video, again, remember, it was so boring. Let's watch this one. Same exact format. They go straight into the storyline of the, I guess, court case trial, and they just start yapping. So there's no filler content, which is something that you do want to take note of as well. No filler content, you go right into it, but there's no editing, there's no music, there's no captions. It's just raw footage of the actual trial. Let's watch this. And I guess the way that this niche works is that because it's authoritative content, meaning there's someone who is an authority, which is the judge, who holds high stakes because of the power he can bring onto the victim or the criminal, there is massive intrigue, and the viewer has built themselves a specific storyline of what could potentially do good. And when there involves a level of mystery in your YouTube channel, even if the outcome seems to be mid, the mystery that the viewer has shaped in their mind will always outweigh and become more intriguing than the end outcome. Which is why you have to make sure when you build these videos, in this niche in particular, that you don't reveal too much within the title or within the intro. If you can somehow figure out a way to make your title and your intro increase the suspense rather than diminish the suspense, by foreshadowing and by showcasing parts of what could potentially happen, you'll do so much better than oversharing and showing the entire thing at the start. Let's watch. She says, "I'm blessed to be alive." And what does that do? Completely goes over what I just went about. So she's alive. I know that she's alive, but if she's blessed to be alive, what the fuck just happened then? Did she almost die? How did she almost die? What happened beforehand? I see that she got arrested for a 10-year-old warrant. Did she kill someone? Why did she get into a 10-year-old warrant? What the fuck is going on? This niche is so good for any sort of intrigue that can be built. There's so many ideas that the viewers might will instantly get when they get this specific title. I highly recommend this niche. Now, when you can understand all these specific psychological traits and behaviors, the next thing to do is to make sure that you understand how to get the footage. That's the most important part. I'm not going to do it within this video because then this video would be too long. But if you want me to, comment footage in this video, and then I'll make a separate video on exactly how we can hire FOIA researchers to do proper footage research and garner these specific clips to put together into a very, very high-end video and garner so much attention.
All right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMM Shiba and SMM Dodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here. And this should be already fine. 2014, 2017. Yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm. And now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right. The order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.